So these rocks, these, I don't know, what do you want to call them? Not looking things are in my way, so I can't immediately exit the facility. So I've reached Lamuria. We're gonna have a pretty good scene once we leave Lamuria, but I can't go that way right now. Okay, so like I'm only got one way to go, which is forward. All right, we made it to Lamuria. This is Lamuria. Pretty okay. No, that wasn't necessary. Oh well. Nothing there. The last thing to keep you out of Lamuria. If you're able to do everything else, navigate the ocean, defeat the Poseidon, and dock the boat, the last thing is that you have to be able to push this statue out of the way. That was Syringe, wasn't it? Are they adepts? Who are you? Are you the ones who defeated Poseidon? Yes. That's quite something. Who are you that could defeat that Leviathan? If you are strong enough to defeat Poseidon, you are too dangerous to enter Lamuria. The king orders are clear. We cannot grant you entry. King, who is your king? His Highness, King Hydros, of course. That's a dumb name. His Majesty has ruled over Lamuria for centuries. King Hydros has decided that Lamuria must be kept safe from dangerous outsiders. You say that we are dangerous, but do you include me as well? Yes, yes. Did you join them in battle against Poseidon? Impossible. Everyone knows that you possess great courage, but you are still a mere Lemurian. Such comments do us all great disservice. I battled fiercely alongside my friends. Leave our landing to me. You have my word that we shall create no problems during our stay. Will you not permit us to enter? Pierres, I know that you are a man of your word, but the king's orders must stand. You understand that we cannot simply ignore the king's orders, don't you, Pierres? Boo boo boo. What is King Hydros doing? So you people usually take your king seriously, don't you? Insolent pup, we do not dishonor the king of Lamuria. We are peaceful but quick to anger. Pup? I must be twice your age. Who are you calling pup? Come on, man, you know where we're at. You wish to see Lamuria, and yet you know so little of us. I am far older than you. Show respect. Older than me? Inconceivable. They're actually created. These two men are perhaps older than all of you combined. Babby must have spoken of this to you. In Lamuria, time passes quite slowly. Well, I suppose I recall something of that sort. Or another, maybe. But imagine for a moment that these two gentlemen are older than I am, and it's a bit much. But perhaps I was rude. I hope you accept my apologies. My ignorance misled me. Well, so long as we're clear on that. But if you're fighting as skilled as your wordplay, then perhaps you aren't so dangerous to us. I agree. Perhaps His Majesty will prove an exception in their case. King Hydros might be willing to reverse his order if we confer with him, wouldn't he? We shall speak with him at once. King Hydros has been seeking news from beyond the Sea of Time. He will want to see you. Wait here. How long do you think we'll be waiting? Good point. Time means little to most Lamorians. Mere moments to us could seem like a lifetime to outsiders. You seem young to me, and yet you are probably an old man amongst your people. I would imagine you have probably done enough waiting in your lifetime. King Hydros instructed us to be kind to the elderly at all times. It seems trustworthy enough. Shall we let them in? I see no reason not to. We'll get in trouble, will we? I will be with them. Now please let me walk the streets of my home once more. I beseech you. Then we place you in our trust in each of you. You may enter, but don't do anything rash. If you cause any trouble, we'll hunt you down and exact a swift and terrible vengeance. We have your word. Yes. Ooh, finally, I could be waiting. What could be waiting for me in Lamuria? I can't wait another moment. Oh, hush. I'll keep a close eye on them. You'll have nothing to fear. Very well, Pierre, as we place our faith in you, then enter freely and peacefully. Must already be aware of this, but you are not permitted to enter the palace. If the king were to find out about this, we'd be in big trouble. Don't worry, I won't let that happen. Is Hydros really so fearsome? Fearsome isn't the right word. King Hydros has lived longer than anyone. He is most wise. While everyone respects him and holds him in great reverence, it would be a mistake to call it fear. I certainly do not fear him. The king, he what? You will understand once you meet the king yourself. But that does not matter now. Let's go. To Lamuria, the city you've been longing to see. Alright, nothing to steal. Alright, welcome to Lamuria. It's very nice here, you can see. Got a very Elder Greek feel to it, maybe? I don't know. It's got this old Mediterranean feel to it. I cannot remember the last time we had a visitor in Lamuria. Not in a great while, certainly. Can I go this way? No. Lamuria has no disease, no war. Anyone who saw it would think it a paradise. And yet all who come to our city seek to leave soon after arriving. I too wish to leave. I wonder why. Use binary. That's actually reveal. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Boy, I'm having a good day today. No one in Lamuria feels any passion for anything. They're lazier than a cat in a sunbeam. In Lamuria, we do not grow old. It must seem quite odd to those from the outside world. Do you wish to test your luck at the Spring of Lamuria? Go ahead, test your luck. So this is just like the one in whatever that one place Babby lives in is called. Well, I'm gonna drain the water. I'm gonna throw a lucky medal. And then I'm gonna do this off camera because I wanna get all the good armor and shit. Even though none of this is really gonna be all that important later on. Got Treebeer's armor. Alright. Alright, that was fun. Like I said, I'm gonna do that off camera because I get a little picky about what items I get out of there. Let's see here. Okay, so it's a improvement here of 6 and 4. Kind of weirded out that even though he's got the better armor, it still will do more, so we'll just do this. Alright, yeah, let's continue along. Cutscene. Oh. Goodness. Felix, look over here. The palace is magnificent. Alright, let's talk to the dog first. There's so much treasure buried here that you could dig almost anywhere and find something. Why doesn't anyone dig? Okay, so let's put Scoop here. Shut anywhere, dum-dum. Oh, maybe he means like here. There's a bone. Rolf. Use mind read again? Yeah. Okay. Treasure is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. This place is remarkable, truly remarkable. Who goes there? I have not seen you in Lamuria before. Wait a moment. You must be the traveler who arrived with Pierre's. Is your name Felix, perchance? Pierre's? Oh, you mean Pierre's the lost one. I have earned a title in my absence. Well, worry not, Pierre's is lost no more. I seek counsel with King Hydros. Has His Majesty been told of my return? Word was sent, but I do not know if it has reached the king. What do you mean? Lord Conservato is meeting with His Majesty as we speak. Not Conservato. What's wrong, Pierre? You don't look pleased to hear that name. Graydon, what do you think of what you've seen of Lamuria? Magnificent. It is magnificent city. Or do you mean the castle? Both are magnificent. And you, Felix, do you agree? Sure. Any newcomer to our town would be doubtless feel the same at first. In ages past, Lamuria was a far lovelier, more grand, and more lively city. His Highness the King tells of days gone by of a more brilliant Lamuria long before my birth. Over the countless years, our people have lost vigor, enthusiasm, creativity. Lamuria's fallen into a slow collapse, a city that has lost its spark. Lamuria, as you see it, is only a shadow of the city of legend. I've only had a chance to see the city in all its splendor, but how does Conservatados figure in? King Hydros believes that our decay is related in some way to alchemy. Alchemy? King Hydros wants to find a way to stop the ruin of Lamuria. If there were anything we could do to help stop it, we would. But the senators are unwilling to take action. They are stubborn, and they fear any change. Senate? What is a Senate? Good boy. The Senate is a group of elders who determine the policy in Lamuria. Lord Conservato holds the highest office in the Senate. The Senate usually opposes any new ideas or proposals introduced before it. Word of our arrival will never reach the king so long as Conservato has his ear. And his conversations with the king are incredibly long. We have no choice but to wait patiently here. Why don't we spend our time looking around Lamuria until then? Stardust. Ooh, there's a store here. Now that Pierre's has returned, maybe he'll share his tales of the outside world with me. I've never been outside of Lamuria. I don't know what the rest of the world is like. If there weren't laws prohibiting us from leaving, we would have gone in an instant. Yeah, so this touches on a little bit of a deeper philosophical thing where when you live in paradise as a human nature, you always seek for more. You seek for more more, you know, opportunities, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. Even if your way of doing something is correct or efficient, you're always looking for a better way to do it. You know, a more efficient way, a simpler way, if you will. And when you don't try to improve yourself, whether it is as a human being or as a society, you tend to stagnate, and you end up doing the thing where instead of trying to create new, you spend all of your time focusing on the old. I would argue that Hollywood's very much in that, TV and Hollywood are very much in that vein right now, where they're very unwilling to risk money on something that isn't a sure thing. So they throw millions upon millions of dollars behind something that they know is proven and tested, and if it flops, they're out millions of dollars. Whereas in a lot of cases, some of the best things are things that you have to sort of take a chance on. And you're not going to get all winners, you're going to get a lot of losers. But, you know, the idea is you don't invest too much, you know, in unproven things, and you don't invest too much in the proven, because eventually people are going to be tired of the same old, because again, it's human nature. They want something new, something exciting. And, you know, same thing works for human beings themselves. You know, people who are positive and upbeat and looking to the future tend to have a more optimistic outlook on things, because they're willing to try new things, whereas people who are stuck in the past or stuck in a rut are always sort of held back by, you know, what things have happened to them in the past, or, you know, what problems or wrongdoings other people have done to them, instead of trying to take what they've learned from the past and move forward with it and, you know, try to be a little bit better than they were yesterday. And it's very easy because doing something common or something you know is a lot easier to, makes you more comfortable, I guess I should say, than doing something that's new and challenging, because there's risk in it. And, you know, in a lot of cases where risk, we're not willing to take said risk because there's something to lose, whereas what we know is, we know what the answer is going to be. Are you travelers that came here with Pierre's? I'm sorry it has taken so long to visit, Uncle. Pierre's, you're alive! Yes, I managed to survive against a great many trials. What a fascinating coincidence. We stumbled across Pierre's uncle's house. I must thank you all for looking after my nephew. This is Felix and Creighton. They are my friends and have aided me tremendously. If my sister could only hear how timid young Pierre's had become a mighty warrior. Where is my mother? I've been so busy since we've arrived, I haven't had a chance to see her. Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother is always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she? There's still illness in Lamuria? My mother was born with a weak heart. Piers, I'm sorry your return comes too late. After the tidal wave washed you to sea, your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of you losing you was too great for her poor heart. She held out hope for you, your safe return to the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Doesn't that not sound like your mother? Where is she now? She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstone, you will find her. Oh, Jesus. What should we do, Felix? Should we follow Pierre's? After all we've been through, the least we could do is offer Pierre our condolences. I'm so relieved that Pierre has returned to me alive. He is the last of my relatives. Without him, I would be alone. Wait. I ask that you leave Pierre's to his mourning for now. Now he is struggling with the loss of his mother. He needs time. You came to Lamuria to learn more of alchemy, did you not? I suspect as much. Pierre's was right to bring you here. Pierre's told me his secret, the mission he was given by His Highness the King. Even if the tidal wave had not carried Pierre's off, he would have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Pierre's told you about this, did he not? Of course, he must trust you a great deal. Lord Conservato had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Pierre's has brought with him. Either way, I do not know why he has brought you here. Felix, don't tell me that he hasn't at least told you that much. Did Pierre tell you nothing before bringing you here to Lamuria? Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Pierre confronts his sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter so that you can see Lunpa. Lunpa has locked himself in the tower and rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you. need is a bird to carry it to him in his tower. Out the window he goes. Nice touch. I like that. See, you should be able to see him now. Alright, we're going to cut the episode here, but just a quick reminder before I do. Loompa, if you may or may not remember, is the thief that founded the town of Loompa. And his son is Donpa, and his evil grandson is Dodonpa. And we fought them in the last game. Well, we fought Dodonpa in the last game in order to rescue Hammett. So, just a quick reminder. Anywho, I'm gonna talk to you guys when I talk to you, and hope you have a good one until then.